Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this nifty little speaker is the new LG XBOOM Go PK3. And it's the smallest of the Go family. Its bigger brother, the PK5, comes with this nifty X grip, which makes it a little more sturdy, and also RGB lights. But the biggest of the Go family is the PK7, which, as you can see, is quite a lot bigger. So we get more sound, more bass, more options. So if you want to pretend this is a good old-fashioned beatbox, you can do a bit of that. Maybe you could take it to a beach or a pool party, because these are all water resistant with an IPX certification, or you can just take them at home and use them as awesome Bluetooth speakers. All three speakers have similar packaging, and in the box we obviously get the speaker, whether it's the PK3, the 5 or the 7, as well as some paperwork and a white USB-C charging cable. I'm so happy to see that these are USB-C speakers rather than the older micro USB. However, for the bigger and more powerful PK7, you actually get a power adapter in the box, as it requires just a bit more juice. On any of the three speakers though, to charge or power it, just pull out the little tab on the back and then plug in either the USB-C cable or, as I say on the bigger PK7, the power adapter. Now, it may surprise you to learn that I don't actually go to that many pool parties or beach parties, so for me, I'm going to be using these in perhaps smaller house parties if I have a few friends over, or I'm just playing some games with a couple of mates, I want some background music. So I'll be using these at home. I have to say though, what I was most surprised about is when LG got in touch and asked if I wanted to take a look at their XBOOM speakers. Obviously, we were talking about the awesome sound quality with this Meridian Technology sound and all the other good stuff and the fancy flashy lights, but it was the price that really stood out for me. The PK3 is £100, PK5 is £150, and the massive PK7 here is £200. But right now, around Christmas, and because there's some deals on, you can actually get these for half the price. 50 quid, 75, 100. This is £100 right now, which is just crazy value for money. I really like that. Not only that, but if you go to the link in the description below and go to the Curry's website, you'll get a free 6-month subscription to Tidal, which is the super high quality music streaming service. So in terms of design, the PK5 and the PK7 are very similar. We get this X grip, which makes it a bit more rugged. It protects the sort of inner speaker and it's just easier to carry. Obviously the PK7 is a fair bit bigger, but they're essentially the same design. And we get this little pull out bit at the back where you have all your inputs and your power. Now the PK3 is a fair bit smaller. It essentially doesn't have this X grip surrounding that the 5 and the 7 have, but that does mean it doesn't take as much room up in your bag or if you're traveling with it. But obviously with the bigger models, the 5 and the 7, you do get these very fancy RGB lights around the speakers, which actually light up based on the music you're playing, or you can customize it through the app. And if you are throwing a bit of a party, then it does kind of add to the atmosphere a bit more than, well, that. The PK5 and PK7 have an IPX5 rating, whereas this, the PK3, actually has a more rugged IPX7 rating. So you can actually throw this in a pool if you wanted to. It can survive up to 1 meter of water for up to half an hour. So they're all essentially splash proof. It doesn't really matter if it rains on them, but if you really want to take this near the pool or even into the pool, then the PK3 is probably your best bet. On the top we have all the buttons, the power, the Bluetooth, volume controls, play, pause. We also have clear vocal and enhanced bass. I keep these on most of the time. It does seem to improve the audio quality a little bit, although on the smallest PK3 we don't actually get the clear vocal, just that enhanced bass option. So the PK3 can actually output 16 watts of power, whereas you get 20 watts on the PK5 and a whopping 40 watts on the PK7, but that's only when it's plugged into the power. Normally on battery it'll be 30 watts. And it's a similar story in terms of battery life. You could of course just keep these plugged in all the time if you prefer, or if you want to use them on their battery power, you'll get 18 hours from the PK3, 20 hours from the 5, and actually 22 hours from the PK7. So not only do you get more sound and more power, but actually you get a better battery life the bigger you go. Now let's talk sound quality, and obviously one of the limitations of this video on YouTube is I can't just play my favorite songs from Spotify because the video will get taken down in about 5 minutes due to copyright issues. So I'm gonna have to play you some very nice license-free music, which I use from epidemic.com. Now, while the bigger the speaker, the more powerful it is, all three XBOOM Go's are equipped with Meridian Technology. What that means is, regardless of what volume you're playing it at, whether it's really, really quiet or you're just blasting it as loud as you can, actually the Meridian Tech optimizes and balances the sound regardless of the volume. So you're actually getting the cleanest, clearest, and highest quality audio possible, regardless of what volume you're playing at. And while the PK3 does support aptX, it's only the 5 and the 7 that are aptX HD for that slightly higher quality 24-bit audio over Bluetooth. Although you could plug in your phone or your tablet in via the 3.5mm jack on the back, but most of the time you're going to be using this with Bluetooth. And all that is done through the Music Flow app, which is free on iOS and Android. And from the app you can connect to the speakers, set up twin play if you have more than one, customize the lighting, and of course play the music. So overall, I have to say I'm actually really impressed by the XBOOM Go family lineup. I mean, first of all, given the price, £200, £150, £100 normally. At the moment, because of Christmas, that's all halved, plus you get that free Tidal subscription if you buy it through Currys. So value for money alone is really, really good. But then you get the great audio quality and the Meridian Tech, the RGB lights that sync up to your music, and just this really handy, rugged design. There's a lot to like here, and I put links to all three in the description below if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do let me know what you make of the XBOOM Go series in the comments, and which one, if you are going to go for one, would you buy out of these three? Let me know. A big thanks to LG for sending these speakers over and sponsoring this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do click that like and subscribe button if you did and want to see more of my stuff. I'll catch you next time right here on the Tech Chat.